Isn't it extraordinary how the arrival of a single person can throw your entire world off balance? You may be deeply engaged in nurturing self-improvement, cultivating inner peace, and tending to your personal journey when suddenly, without invitation, someone else's turmoil invades your space. It disrupts everything, scattering the serenity you've worked so hard to build. What makes it worse isn't just the external noise, the constant chatter, the relentless demands, or even the veiled criticisms, but something far more insidious: the way their negativity infiltrates your mind. Like an unstoppable tide, it overwhelms your calm with distractions that feel impossible to escape. But here lies the liberating truth. Reclaiming your peace doesn't require dramatic confrontations or grand gestures. True strength is found not in loud resistance, but in quiet resolve, in choosing silence over engagement, in perfecting the art of selective disengagement. This wisdom has stood the test of time, rooted in Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided countless generations through life's challenges. At its heart is a simple yet transformative principle. While we cannot control what happens around us, we hold absolute power over how we respond. Noise will always exist, opinions, interruptions, drama, but the key to navigating this chaos rests within us. By the end of this exploration, you'll understand how to use silence as both shield and sanctuary against the ceaseless clamor of modern life. In a world dominated by notifications, pings, and endless demands for attention, moments of stillness have become rare treasures. Peace is no longer optional, it's essential. Without it, we risk being swallowed by the overwhelming din that drowns out what truly matters. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. These words are not merely ancient philosophy, they are practical guidance for thriving in an era defined by hyperconnectivity and distraction. Imagine possessing an unshakable calm, regardless of external circumstances. Whether it's an urgent email, a heated argument, or breaking news alerts, your sense of tranquility remains untouched. This isn't some elusive superpower. It's the result of disciplined practice inspired by Stoic principles. By mastering the art of controlling your responses instead of reacting impulsively to external chaos, you create a foundation of resilience. Building peace isn't about retreating from the world or denying its challenges. It's about fortifying your inner life so that it remains steady amidst turbulence. When you master this skill, the benefits ripple outward. Your calm becomes contagious, influencing those around you and fostering a wave of tranquility. A composed mind makes better decisions, handles stress more effectively, and radiates positivity. This transformation begins with one powerful question: is this worth my energy? Stoicism reminds us that not every stimulus deserves a response. The magic happens in the pause, that brief moment before reaction, where you decide whether something merits your attention or can simply drift away unnoticed. Consider your typical day. How often do you react impulsively to texts, emails, or social media updates? Now imagine pausing instead, taking a deep breath to evaluate whether these interactions deserve your energy. This subtle shift could revolutionize how you manage your mental resources, allowing you to focus on what genuinely enriches your life. It's not about shutting out the world, but discerning what aligns with your priorities and passions. By honing this ability, you free up energy for pursuits that bring joy, fulfillment, and purpose. Your relationships, creative endeavors, and personal growth. At its core, Stoicism empowers us to take ownership of our energy. Every moment presents a choice. Will you let external forces disturb your peace, or will you safeguard your inner calm? The decision is yours, and with it comes the extraordinary potential to reshape your experience of the world. Start with small, intentional actions. Every day offers a fresh chance to channel your energy purposefully toward what holds true significance. When distractions inevitably surface, and they will, pause and reflect. Does this align with my deeper purpose? If the answer is no, let it go without hesitation. This straightforward yet transformative practice, when practiced consistently, builds the discipline necessary to navigate life's unpredictability while staying rooted in your core. The calm you yearn for isn't some distant ideal. It already exists within you, quietly waiting for you to claim it. Begin today and watch as taking charge of your reactions, your energy, and ultimately your peace reshapes your life. Stoic mental discipline forms the foundation for enduring life's turbulence, whether it's minor frustrations or major disruptions. In a world overwhelmed by noise, stress, and constant distractions, maintaining composure might feel like an insurmountable challenge. But what if I told you that staying calm isn't just possible? It's essential. Stoicism teaches us that cultivating equanimity is both an art and a skill, one that becomes instinctive through consistent practice. Like any discipline, Stoicism demands more than theoretical knowledge. It calls for practical application during moments of difficulty. So, where do we start? How can we preserve our inner peace when external forces threaten to disturb it? One powerful Stoic technique is the view from above. Picture yourself stepping outside your immediate circumstances and observing them from a higher perspective, as though watching your life unfold from a distance. This shift in viewpoint reduces the intensity of everyday irritations, helping you see them for what they truly are, temporary and insignificant. Imagine this scenario. Someone cuts you off in traffic or speaks sharply to you in a meeting. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, will this incident matter tomorrow? Next week? Probably not. By reframing the situation, you strip it of its emotional weight and regain control over your response. Stoicism doesn't encourage passive acceptance. Instead, it advocates proactive measures to safeguard your tranquility. Setting boundaries is one such measure. Physically, create spaces that nurture calm. Declutter your home, organize your workspace, and surround yourself with elements that evoke serenity. Emotionally, acknowledge your limits and communicate them assertively. Digitally, reclaim your environment by managing notifications and carving out uninterrupted time for reflection. Boundaries aren't obstacles. They are deliberate lines drawn to shield your inner peace from unnecessary intrusions. Journaling is another cornerstone of Stoic practice. Consider Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, a timeless example of the power of daily writing. Journaling allows you to process thoughts, emotions, and experiences, preventing negativity from taking root. At the end of each day, reflect on moments that challenged your peace. How did you respond? What insights can guide you moving forward? This habit fosters emotional growth and strengthens your commitment to prioritizing tranquility. Learning to say no with clarity and conviction is another key Stoic principle. Saying no isn't about rejecting others. It's about honoring your values and protecting your time. Every trivial obligation you accept diverts energy away from what truly matters. By thoughtfully choosing where to invest your efforts, you ensure alignment with your goals and values. Selective engagement embodies Stoic wisdom. Focus on what enriches your life, and release the rest. Mindfulness and Stoicism align in their emphasis on living fully in the present moment and recognizing our power to choose our responses. Together, these philosophies equip you to face life's challenges with grace and resilience. Start now. Take the first step toward mastering your energy, reclaiming your peace, and transforming how you engage with the world around you. Simple practices such as mindful breathing or walking, where your attention is fully anchored in the rhythm of your breath or the sensation of each step, can root you deeply in the present moment. These techniques are more than calming exercises. They cultivate a profound sense of balance and clarity, even when the world around you feels chaotic. Mindfulness isn't just about relaxation. It's about strengthening the Stoic principle that we hold ultimate control over our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. At the heart of Stoicism lies the concept of non-reaction, a powerful idea that challenges conventional wisdom. How can choosing not to act sometimes be the strongest form of empowerment? Yet, resisting the urge to react impulsively to irritations or provocations demonstrates extraordinary mental discipline. By pausing instead of responding immediately, you reclaim sovereignty over your emotions and actions, refusing to let external forces dictate your inner state. This practice of non-reaction isn't passive. It's an active assertion of power. It allows you to conserve energy and direct it toward what truly matters, much like standing at the eye of a storm. While everything around you spins wildly, you remain steady, composed, and unshaken. This calmness has transformative potential. It disarms others, shifts dynamics in your favor, and positions you as a pillar of wisdom and composure. By integrating these Stoic practices into your daily life, you're not merely avoiding discomfort. You're forging an unshakable inner resilience. Each moment of restraint, every boundary set, and each reflective entry in your journal strengthens your ability to thrive amidst life's chaos. Ultimately, Stoicism isn't about escaping challenges, but cultivating an enduring inner peace that remains undisturbed by disruption. When you embrace these principles, you don't just endure the storms of life, you rise above them with purpose and tranquility. The path to peace and empowerment doesn't lie in confrontation or chaos, but through mindful action and deliberate choices. This journey builds mental fortitude, enabling you to face life's greatest trials with clarity and poise. In our daily interactions, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of saying one thing and doing another. We've all encountered individuals who make grand promises yet fail to follow through. It's frustrating, isn't it? But as students of Stoic philosophy, we're reminded repeatedly that true character is revealed not through words, but through deeds. The Stoics taught us to live according to virtue and reason, ensuring our actions align with our deepest values. Integrity means making sure what we say matches what we do. Consider this. If you claim to value peace, do your actions reflect that commitment? Do you allow minor conflicts to disrupt your serenity? Or do you respond wisely, safeguarding your tranquility? The real test of integrity comes not in talking about ideals, but in living them, especially under pressure. When you consistently act in harmony with your beliefs, you build trust with others and contribute positively to your community. The Stoics believe that individual well-being is intertwined with the collective good. Living truthfully enriches the world around you, and this doesn't require grand gestures. Small actions often speak louder than words. Showing up when you promise to, following through on commitments, and honoring your word might seem insignificant, but they lay the foundation for trust, respect, and meaningful connections. Each act of integrity becomes a brick in the edifice of your character, visible to everyone you encounter. Moreover, true Stoic action is inherently proactive. If you seek change, don't wait for others to lead. Be the catalyst yourself. Stoics are not passive observers of life. They actively engage, using their agency to create good. By embodying the change you wish to see, you inspire others to follow, creating a ripple effect of positivity. And sometimes, the most powerful response isn't a sharp retort. It's a thoughtful silence. In the philosophy of Stoicism, silence is far from being a sign of passivity. It is an intentional exercise in self-mastery. It represents the profound wisdom to pause before reacting, to step back and evaluate whether a response is truly needed. In moments when emotions run high or provocations arise, choosing silence can be one of the most powerful demonstrations of inner strength. By embracing silence, you take command of your emotions, sidestepping impulsive reactions and allowing clarity to surface. This practice holds even greater significance in our modern world, where the pressure to instantly reply to a comment, a social media post, or criticism often leads to thoughtless and damaging exchanges. Choosing silence does not mean retreating, it means refusing to feed negativity. It breaks the cycle of conflict and creates space for calmness to prevail. Silence also serves as a mirror for others. When you decline to engage with harsh words or unwarranted criticism, you compel the other person to confront their own behavior. Without the reinforcement of a reactive dialogue, their words linger, giving them an opportunity to reflect on their actions. Furthermore, silence cultivates the art of listening. By quieting our own voices, we make room to genuinely hear and understand those around us. This deepens relationships, fosters trust, and lays the foundation for more meaningful connections. The Stoics revered the act of listening, and through silence, we align ourselves with this timeless principle, enabling us to communicate with empathy and presence. As you move through life, remember that silence is not a form of surrender. It's a deliberate way to engage differently. Incorporating silence into your daily interactions will transform how you connect with others. Your responses will become more thoughtful, your relationships richer, and your sense of inner peace more steadfast. Thank you for exploring this cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. where mastering silence goes beyond controlling your words. It's about amplifying your serenity. Let this practice guide you through the noise of everyday life, empowering you not merely to endure but to flourish.